Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another Phantom of a Smile RPG Maker development theme. Who's it? Today we're gonna be. I'm gonna showcase some of the stuff I did between last week and this week, and then also just draw some other stuff. No big plans. It's been kind of nice to have these streams though, because one, it's like I could just do whatever, and then two, it's just like it's another chill thing. I've been doing a lot of chill stuff recently. I hope it's not too chill where it's like me 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 me. Here we go. Oop. You know I washed my hair and then look at it. And look at the gray hairs are really prominent. They're making me feel a fool. Oh, this is something I drew a long time ago, and it's gone through a lot of iterations. I kind of like how this looks right now, but this is like a bunch of hoobity doobity on it, and this is how it normally looks. Gotta zoom out a little. Oh, let me boost up the music. It's playing it right now. Oh, well, okay. That song ended. And I don't really know where I'm going with these drawings yet. You know, I kind of. This has gone through a lot. There's one where she's just standing in a thingy, and I like this one. I like these effects. Hey, Mina. Happy early birthday! If I don't get to say it to you physically. Sure, whatever. I don't really use Reddit as much. But I don't mind. You don't even have to mention me. You know? I don't have a lot of groundswell in the My Sims community. Yeah, this is something I drew. I think it looks pretty good. I also did. Here's a spookier one, but I don't really like the contrast. It's not very great. So I don't know. This is like promo art. Promo art. Here, let me show off the game that we worked on. I've done a lot of hoobity scoobity since. Oh, and watch this. Watch this. The game's often too small because RPG Maker don't play ball. But now I have this, so it's a little larger. Hold on, I gotta drop the game loud. Hi. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Wow. Huh? Okay. Here, so last time I did I showed the bar scene off, but I did some more extra stuff with it. Like there's more branching paths and all that. So I might have to run through this a couple times just because I like showing things off, doesn't everyone? I'm not gonna read it out just yet, but I just want to highlight some of the stuff I've added. So one of the things is that I actually don't remember what I did last time. But now, characters that aren't talking are darkened a bit. I forget that was a thing I did last time. What else did I do? Before, wait. I'm just going ahead. I made a new portrait thing for, the drink, this Open Sesame. Slide a cube of ice, satisfying clink the glass. You fill a third of the glass with dry vermouth. Rest is topped with fizzing tonic. I don't drink, by the way. I just need to ready to get that again. So anything I describe is like I have to look it up or make it up. But okay, see there, I drew that little thingy. I did that jingle. I kind of talked over the jingle. Whatever. Oh, there's no there's no rind of lime. But yeah, my idea here is like I wanted to show that there's like oil coating the side, sesame oil. I don't know if I would drink. I don't drink, but if I did, I don't know if I would have this. It's like so it's sesame oil. There's supposed to. I should make it a little fizzier, and then like tonic is making it fizzy, and then vermouth. Sesame. Can you handle open? How many noise make to know what say? Here's a little, like, so if you know the game Catherine, it has like a little bit of beer trivia or whatever whenever you drink a lot. So the idea here is I'm giving a little background to what the Open Sesame is. The phrase Open Sesame comes from translation from an old story entitled Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. When sesame plants mature, the seed opens up. So, as in the story, Open Sesame is used as a secret incantation that opens up a magical cavern's mouth. Within the cavern lays the thieves' bountiful treasures, and for the drink, it too hides an interesting kick. The drink itself has no clear origin, but like many folktales in the past, its recipe often changes between hands. I like that effect. I like that it gets a little darker. There's like a unique song that plays. And then back to that. She also has more portraits. I gave her 3. You know, I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. I have a fun quiz. Maybe. I actually, the origin of the story, I believe, is it French. Actually, I don't remember. I wrote that information down a bit ago, so I don't remember. I used Wikipedia. Don't tell, professors. But I don't have to deal with professors, at least for a good while. I don't know where I'm going. I changed that sound. It kind of surprised me. So it's a French version of a Arabic story, I think, maybe. So the thing is, this takes place in like a fake world. So like I don't know if I should just say, yeah, an Arabic story. Here's the French. That's kind of the challenge. I'm like, did I just make up countries? Maybe. Oh, that was one of the portraits though. I might change that piano sound. The do 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 do. It's a little too kibosh, I think. That's not the word. Yeah, I think the fun for this is like, yeah, I don't drink, but it's always interesting to kind of delve into, like, things you're not really part of, like, drink. There's a lot of culture behind drinking, so I'm trying to like touch on that, but like also in like a weird history way. Here, I got a question for chat here. Brooke's favorite drink is a screwdriver. Does anyone know why it's called a screwdriver? Here are the options. It's called a screwdriver because of who ordered it, how it's mixed, or because of its strength. Meanwhile, I might go. I'm gonna go like change the sound of the question thing. Not quite. You're 1 for 3 with that choice. Hold on, what was the noise? Oh, it's this one. Are you in the background? Ordered it? Alright. Here's the answer. I believe it's because people who typically ordered it were often screwed over, right? I thought it was a drink of desperation. A drink for those driven to the edge. Now, just a sweet drink that snobby people or dude bros frown at. Not quite! Aha! The answer is actually number 2. They would sneak vodka to work, and then pour the vodka into orange juice and then stir it with screwdrivers. Apparently that was like a 1950s thing. I don't know. Ew. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna adjust the sound I just made. You can see what I'm doing in the back, but not really. Okay, I'm gonna make the piano quieter. Yeah, I like that. Do 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 do. I don't know if I could change it while the game is going through. But let me just see. Questions. Face it. Okay. I probably have to reload the game for it to work. Okay, but let me just try that now. So my idea was I added like a pause there. So then, like, if you're a fast reader, like I know a couple of people who could probably read like this fast. I'm a little slower than this. I'm more like that's my speed. Some people are like, yeah, yeah, okay. What do you think of that? So it's a nice way to like stop people from like who read too fast from accidentally clicking on like a choice. You'll see what I mean. Here, so like I'm skipping through, and there, that adds like a pause. Okay, and I like that sound. I did just change it a bit. This is the dialogue I worked on stream with some people watching already. Yeah, one of the yeah, with media, I get it. Like, I can't imagine like all the textbooks reading that twice. I feel like no. Here, so the thing, one of the big things I changed was added like a little bit of a. I hope it's not a jump scare, but like I kind of want it to be. This character's supposed to be creepy. He's supposed to be off-putting, but not like hostile. Is my intent. So like, I kind of like this fourth wall break I had. Around here. So she gets out of the frame. Gets a little freaky. So that's just one dialogue. I mean, like I added. Let me show how much that is. So this is like just one character, and I plan to have like a good amount. And I'm no coder. So I'm glad that RPG Maker can kind of do all this stuff. But like some of the stuff that I am doing, it feels a lot slower doing on this. Like having characters like not be bright. I don't want them to be in focus. Like I have to do 5 different commands for that. Remember the creepy one? Oh, well, hold on. I'll do it again. I have empathy for a lot of devs. Most of the time, they just want to do what they can. I like that a lot of Bethesda stuff was, let's put the train on the head. I'll still laugh at stuff, though, you know? Okay, I always see like dialogue. Okay, I'm going through. Just want to show it again. I'm gonna keep showing it because it's like I'm kind of pleased with the effect. So I don't know if it's a little jarring that these characters are like anti-aliased and anime looking, and then all the background stuff I do is not. heard weird noises. Okay, see here. He's like, I'm leaving for now. I'll see you later. I'll be back. Creepy. Wii shop game? Dun 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 dun. And I guess it's like, I don't know, I'm very much so a multimedia guy anyway, when you think about it. Like, I do Mario Paint, I do stuff that looks like this, and then he's like, contrast that to, what else I got? That isn't really. What is this? Oh, it's my. It's. It's a room in The Sims. This is how I would make a bathroom. Okay. Okay, well. I'm gonna add the lemon rind to this. Let me, oops. That's OBS. Let me show how this is kind of made. So it looks like 3 layers, but then I also have these layers underneath. So that's ice. That's the drink. That's the cup. That's Trunks right there. And I kind of just use the shape tool. Oops, I can't see that. I just use the shape tool and then I reshape the shape, and then the shape happen. Yeah, what I gotta do now is I gotta add a lemon rind. And maybe I should make it more fizzy? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me show you the technique I do for these particular drawings. And I might go and put that through Krita as well. Let's put it right here, the lime rind. Sorry to my friend Lime Green, but we have flayed them. It's a Metapod. I haven't looked at a lime in a while. Okay, and then we gotta draw like cutting the thingy. You might notice something. I don't actually work with a lot of layers. But right now I'm using a bit to kind of get this going here. I think we need to make it a little more concave. Like that. Okay, and then maybe I'll put like a little indication that it's like peeking through here. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why I think it's funny right now to say, I need to look up a reference image of a cut lime. I don't know. I don't know why that's funny. I always look up the darkness thing for reference images sometimes, like... napkin. I did look up a napkin. This is basically one layer, and then I duplicate it, and then darkened it, and then put it underneath. It's so weird to draw on this other... I talked about this last time. It's really weird to draw on this other monitor. Other monitor is basically for, like, oh, there's a video in the background. We did that joke a long time ago, the second monitor content. How about darken? Whoop. You know what? Maybe it's time to look up a sliced lime reference. Sliced lime reference image. Okay. I like the song, but I'm gonna try to not have talking over me, because that's a lot of stuff. Lime. Okay. And then shoop, 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 shoop. Going back to things that like might catch you, like, oh, I notice it and then it bothers me a little, is what is it, mixed pixels, which is like not a thing I can complain about because I'm definitely doing that. Basically, it's like, you know, you got pixel art and then another character is just like finds to that or something. You know, as I often get wax philosophical about art, and you know, at the end of the day, it's like always a different perspective. Appreciate something. I feel like I gotta. Do I even care about like? Let me put it like that. The little, what do you call it? Bumps. The bumpies. What do they call it? The divots. The little bumpy dumpies. A purple lime. I shall do that in a second. Just for you, and then I'll undo it because I don't want that. Oh, look, I'm adding some purple right now. Purple's a almost a complementary color. It's always interesting to do stuff in paint.net as well where you don't have brushes. That's definitely one of the sticking points for me about like this using this program so much, is like I gotta just do it with one brush to make it look like it's brushed, and that's not easy. I do stuff like a little bit of little line, overlapping line kind of things like that. Okay, that really pops. Let me see about maybe desaturating it a little. Ooh, okay. How about ooh, ooh. Coochie coochie coo. It's been a bit since I do this kind of stuff, so I should explain what I'm doing. I often make something sepia tone, and then I will decrease its opacity. That way, see, it's like now it's got a little yellowish to it. Add a little bit of blue down there. A little blue. Dark green. Okay, I think it looks alright. And then what I'm going to do I'm also gonna posterize it. So there's two reasons I posterize. One, I just like the effect. I do this outside of this game. And two, if you have too many colors in RPG Maker, it gets confused. So I actually need to kind of decrease the fidelity just a little. You notice it's a little more, like, pronounced. Oh, well, thank you. It's both a blessing and a curse, I guess, because it's like I've adapted to it, but now when it comes to like new programs, it's like, oh well, you know, I don't have Clip Studio Paint. I heard it's really good. I should probably get it at one point, but like, well, but I'm a Carl puts it a lot like this, you know, being a creature of habit. I'm certainly a creeper. Ah, yeah, a creature of habit when it comes to using this. Yeah, I'm always interested in their what do you call it? Their giveaways. I've tried so often to get like their free tablet thing. Give me a tablet and I will give you my my purchase of your program. And one last thing, I'm going to just slightly, this is a cheat. It's gonna slightly, notice I'm decreasing the opacity. I'm trying to make it kind of match the mood a little nicer. And okay, there we go. Now we actually have a slice. In there. Okay. Now, if I go to RPG Maker, I have to update the picture. And it's a hide this. Just in case I accidentally go whoops. Here we go. Alright. I have to test it because if there's too many colors, then I'll notice something a little messed up about it. Sorry, I gotta interrupt the Sims music. The thing with passion projects is like it's the percentage of it being finished is hard to tell. This is a passion project, and I like that most of the stuff that's in here is like, you know, I made the sound, or I found it, or not found it, but you know, I didn't make that ice cube sound, for example. Mixcraft had that. Okay, hold on. I'm checking the outline. Yeah, okay. I might want to compress it just a little more to kind of make it not stand out so much. Hey, Pat. Yes, I did. I drew that. I just drew the line right now. I'm a hater of GIMP. you know, Splatfest. What team are you on, GIMP or Paint.net? I'm on Paint.net. GIMP has a lot of good stuff to it, though. Like, one of the things that really sucks about Paint.net is like you can't save the position of text. You just have to redo it. Whereas GIMP is like, okay, let me and then enter, and then you can. Oh, Pat, you will be 20 years older. Okay, well that worked. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to change how long the clink 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 sound effect plays. I like it. 25 frames. Let's go 35 frames. That should be long enough. Well, for I was just talking about passion projects. This one, uh, the motivation to work on it is as fickle as anything really. And right now I'm on it, but I could easily just like, I'm gonna do something else. There's no quick way to just skip to a part. That's what's nice about Ren'Py. You could kind of just like adjust the start of a thing. Here it's like, Wait, I let it play out. I kind of wanted to see. I gotta test that again. I want to see if it plays out if I just like start skipping through the dialogue. Okay, we're just gonna skip. I think hopefully if I finish this, I think it'd be interesting for you because you like horror. This is supposed to be a little horror. I didn't skip the dialogue. Oh, okay. No, I needs a little more time to hang. You know what I might just do? I might just make a picture that shows up with the text there. I think that would work. This is not going to compress nicely. So you see here it's text, but I could also. How do I? Where'd I go? This? This is just a picture. So I'm wondering if I could just have a picture and then have it hang there until the thing is done, and then it continues the text, like the actual text. But then I'd have to do that for every drink, so maybe not. If people want me to like do a play-by-play as well, I could read it everything out, but right now I'm just kind of testing stuff. Okay, see, I'm skipping. Okay, maybe have the wait just a little longer. Just a little longer, maybe 50 frames. Where is it? Where is it? 50 frames. 50 frames. Okay. So if I skip through it, then the sound plays, and then the thingy does the thing. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay, good enough. Good enough. So the idea is, you are playing as Brooke Ashdale. She is a bartender. She's a tortured soul, and the artist kind of thing. So it's kind of one of those psychological things of like, her issue is she feels like her life is stagnated, but she also doesn't want to really do anything about it because it's hard to want to change something like that. And then suddenly she starts having dreams like these, and then she also works at a bar, which is having a promotion where it's like, hey, if you talk to the barkeep, this antisocial-ish, not super barkeep, you can get a free drink because the bar's not doing so well. So then you also, the game, in short, is work at the job, go home, sleep, dream nightmare, wake up, and then go to work. So each one kind of ties to something she's feeling or something like that. My main idea is the reason why she's so stagnated is so her father is known as this great artist, which is why it's going to be a little hard to sell that. I had to sell that I'm good at art more than I am, if that makes sense. I basically had to step above where I'm at to be like, I have to sell that her father was this great artist, and he passed away. And then Brooke, she was like, I want to be an artist. This is spoilers, by the way. This is, she wants to be like a great artist, but then she doesn't feel it. So, like, this is one of the most important dreams, I would say. This is funeral at fall time. This is basically like, you know, you attending your father's funeral as a dream and nightmare thing. And then there's other stuff here too, like, you know, nightmares that stink, dreams that stink is like late for work, late for school, work thing, And I was inspired by, do you know the art piece, the painting El Beso? Kind of wanted this to kind of reflect that a little. It's supposed to be like the final thing. It's supposed to be her overcoming the height of her father, or if you get a bad ending, not. Why are you so interested in leaking my stuff? Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. I kind of have an idea for some of these nightmares for sure. So these are the dream parts. Some of them bleed into the nightmare part, and I'm wondering. So there's some people in my audience that don't really like horror games. I understand that, but I'd like them to play it because, like, they've been following me step and step through this game process every now and then, right? So I'm wondering if there's a thing you could skip nightmares at a deficit of it being harder to get the true endings. Like, I don't know. I gotta think about that. Yeah, I'm thinking this one. Let me show. Hold on. Is it? Oh! Just kidding. Where is it? Okay, so here's the menus. Each of these corresponds to a dream. Showing everything. Well, oops. Hold on. Where's OBS? There it is. Oh, hello. Get out of here. This is kind of like how the character will look in the dream. Like, they're gonna have this weird like gradient to them. This one is Oh, I can also describe each of the thingies. I didn't talk to me. Oh, I should play this music. Oh, I'm very distracted. This one is kind of like the intro dream. It's like, hey, there's these animals. They're lost. Could you help them back home? This one is, there's a party and all the ants are excited to go. Are you gonna get there in time, Jimbo? Hold on, let me open. I have a secret document. Secret document, folks. That kind of outlines all these ideas I have. Yeah, the pastel. Okay, this one's. Jeez, sorry. The pastel animals have lost their belongings are excited to have Brooke help. So the idea with this one is it's a pretty vivid area, I think, right? But it's also, look how empty it. Look how empty it is, hollow. So it's supposed to kind of reflect that she hasn't really felt 100% in a long time, kind of thing. This one, go to up top of the anthill. There's a party. She doesn't even know why she wants to go there, but the idea is, you know about parties. You want to feel like you fit in and belong, right? She wants to fit in where she doesn't, and I think what's interesting is each dream. I think people will talk differently, kind of too, right? So here, everyone will be like, "Forsooth, we are late for the party," and then Brooke's trying to keep up with everyone, but just can't really do it. Too tough. Forsooth, we must make haste. We will be late. In agreement. This one I haven't thought of, actually. I wrote, there's a hot new album at Cassette City, but every store is run out, except I don't really know what I'm gonna tackle here for the character. This one I already kind of said. You're climbing up this vertical cemetery. It's like goes up. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. So this is how she's gonna look in here. This one, it's like a soft umber tone. This is when you learn that Brooke's dad has passed away, and you know, with it, her uncertainty is like a artist kind of thing. Another school dream. This one is kind of straightforward. You know, you're late to class. Shit. My idea is, I think so often school's a setting for dreams. I don't know if this is true for everyone, but it's like, I hate those dreams where I go and I'm late. I'm like, what outfit do I wear to school? Brooke here is gonna tackle, you know, some regrets she's had. It's like, in school time, this is when like her dad passed away, so she's also like, okay, you know, I don't want anyone near me. I don't want to connect with people, kind of thing. Apocalypse. Maybe okay. We're kind of going with that with this one, maybe. Running to school late with toast. You lost the talent show. You're like, oh, I'm gonna show everyone my Left 4 Dead 2 skills, and then, oh man, the versus team was too good. The nightmare. This one, I think I want this one to be the creepiest one. Like, it's already oppressive with this red and green complementary kind of setting. She's got harsher outline to her. The plot of this one, Distortion has made it so all forms of transport are inoperable. So instead of taking a taxi or subway home, Brooke has to walk. So by this point in the game, I'm thinking, okay, you kind of know what ending you're getting. The nightmare segment is going to feature attendants from the bar chasing you. So that's the idea. And then this last one, I like the setting of this one. This is like a underwater kind of dream, and I think it kind of sells that idea of like, you know, she's kind of drowned herself in her own like head. So here you're confronting her inadequacy as an artist. She can't be close to people, and overall that feeling of stagnation that, you know, is kind of the core of this game. So I like this one a lot. I never had an underwater dream. I imagine that's like it's good. I also have some songs that match with these two. I might as well just kind of, let's consider this a break, and then I'm gonna draw a portrait. Well, I also close the window. Close the window. There we go. I guess the worst dream I had was like, I was bisected by a wall. I talked about this one. I was bisected by a wall, and there's this dude doing weird dancing over here, and on the other side, you know, there's like a needle that's slowly coming like this, you know, and I could see it like doing this, right? And then this dude is like doing, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but I don't want him there. I don't want this coming to my eye, and I can't move because like I'm part of the wall. I think that happened after I played Dead Space. Pet. Also, this is really random. I did put this character into World of Horror, and I put her on the workshop. So if you wanted to try it out, it's there. You were playing as a guy who needed surgery, or like who's the guy? Were you like kind of just a witness to this kind of thing you're seeing? I'm wondering, you know, you bring up an interesting thing. Maybe instead of going home by the end, she just sees like she She opens the door. Okay, I'm writing this down. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I can see that. Be tough. Hold on. You've given me an idea though. So yeah, here's my sheet, right? Okay. I forgot how to spell that. You know. Okay. There we go. Thank you for the kind of concept there. The Cat Lady, yeah, I like it enough. I didn't play it. Cat Lady is one of those games where it's like, I don't really want to play it. I like watching it. Well, minus the loud noises. I haven't seen their other games. Do they also have like a lot of loud noises? I'm trying not to employ that in mine. But I think like that game has such like a devastating story to it. So I think it's good. Like my thing that always sticks with me with Cat Lady is like how their spoilers. You haven't played the Cat Lady. How their child died. Like you know, none of them were the wiser, and it always kind of makes me think about like how, you know, fickle it can be. It's like something no one even thought about. Yeah, hold on. This is. Oh. I like this here. And then, okay, here's the actual game. Imagine Googling Cat Lady. Yeah, Cat Lady, it's got like this very harsh, like monotone look to it. Another thing that kind of was like creepy is like the keeping the people. I think there's a reference to it in World of Horror actually. The like they've strung them up in like poses, very macabre. So anyway, all I was gonna play the game, the music of my game here, for each dream. Here we are. So I'll play a little bit of each one, and then we'll go back to trying. I like talking about this. There, you know, it's nice to be able to be like I can relay my ideas across. So this is the first one. So yeah, it's supposed to be bubbly, right? Kind of like, oh, you know, yeah, let's go on an adventure, bro. Yeah, come join us in the pastel Planasia. Speed wanted to be fancy, couldn't just write planes. You don't just want to write planes. You just wrote planes. But no, that'd be too boring. Meow. I think I need to add more to the song though, make it a little longer. Overall, this is my favorite song I've made between the others in this thing. Actually, I realized some of this isn't in the playlist because it's not relaxing. It's my relaxing playlist. Thank you. Okay. Here is the second one. So it's supposed to be kind of busy. There's all these ants walking around, and you're like, ugh, we must make haste. Chess, I'm trying to make everything I can. That's why it's not gonna come out for a while. I'm not being like, okay, can I get a homie to do this for me? I don't consider myself a musician, but like I could at least make, like, at least comparatively. I'm not classically studied. I can at least do things by ear. My favorite part of this song is here. When the violin goes up an octave or so. Or not octave. Okay, here's this one. I don't know what this genre is either that I've made. So yeah, you can see the name of the song down here. Composing. Composing. I believe it's composing. Not sure, actually, you know, componing could be. I'm not trying to make fun of it. Compounding. Componing. Present participle of compone. Hold on. Compone. Third person. What? Componing. To compose. Okay, so it might be a different way to say it. But I think componing is like different than composing. It is composing, but componing is old English thing. So you know what? You made up a word, but then it's actually real. See? Obsolete transitive. To compose, settle, arrange. Okay, well that's that song. So this song has an odd time signature. Let me try to remember how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, it's just 3, 4. Where is it? I don't remember. Compone. Makes me think of compote. I don't remember the name of the. Oh, it's right there. Dull voice. I guess for me, I have a lot of like trip hop inspiration, though I don't think it's really that either. A little techno. I feel like it's very video gamey. It doesn't really go crazy. I don't really ascend, descend, really change my chord stuff. Well, this one, you know, I'm trying to make it something the lines between what a dream is and what a nightmare is starts to blur and go. This is like supposed to be kind of stressful. I'm not really crazy about this, like this part, but I like the part that's kind of later. Like, I don't know about the... I might change that. I like this part. It's just like someone slamming on the piano. And then here comes Crazy Steve. They start going arpeggio. Deal. Like, oh, get him off the keyboard, he's crazy. And then it gets crazier later. He's doing this. Crazy Steve, so crazy. This one's my favorite one. Well, my second favorite one. This one's still my favorite. I don't know if it really fits this, like, scene, though. It's, like, my only thing. I believe here I put, like, a lazy kind of hi-hat. It's not, like, on each measure or whatever. This song in the car goes real crazy. This part. The speakers go. Also, each character has a theme song too. We're not gonna go over. Maybe. These are also actually older songs at this point. I made these like 2 years ago now, 3 years ago. So, like, songs I make now, I don't really sound like I don't know, they kind of do, but like I approach them a little differently. This is you know, like this is where it drops, you know. Maybe I should just draw while I'm doing this. Next characters I'm gonna put in. The game itself? I don't know. Good question. I could check. These songs weren't for the game originally, and then I started working on the game. That's why it's like hard to tell. Let me see what the oldest asset is. Sort by date. Yeah, let's go with. I put in the game, the default game over screen from RPG Maker into this folder, and this was added in. What? Well, that's not true. Did I start this game in February? I guess I did. But like. Oop, there's a tell you, Ryza. These songs precede that, but I don't really have a good check on when I made these songs. I guess the oldest song in here is like 2021, so maybe around then. This is the last song. Okay, let's draw. Where am I going? Oh, you know what? I could also... Okay, I'm not trying to... What do we call it? Stall. As I stall right there. I might as well just, like, show the game again. Since I think Pet came in and then I wasn't actually playing it. So this is the test room. You can tell because it's not appropriate. You know, you can see some of the assets I worked on right here. I'll read out the new dialogue because I mean there's some new dialogue here, but I did read these out for the most part last time. Basically, so far an hour of going down memory lane. That's good. Okay, so I will read out from here. So she's basically saying, you know, I like life, I like understanding people. I'm pretty good at understanding them. I got a read on you, actually. How about I say what I'm gonna say? And then the one we did on stream was basically, yeah, go ahead, say what you want to say. Here's the no. And then how about people in chat decide. There's not really many choices here, but the beat. Let me actually just show what this is. So I made this song. It's an old song. You can actually see here. It dates back to, wow. This is a redo I did. So for the drums, it's I take pieces from the Mixcraft library. Piece of and then I didn't make my own hi-hat. Well, I didn't rearrange the hi-hats. I took it from another thing. So you'd hear. Wait, hold on. Can I time it? There we go. And here's the piano part. Oh, is it this part here? So I actually, the original one, hold on, we'll go back to it. Because I like this newer version, it's a little more to the point. Let me mute the game because we're overlapping. Hold on. Oh, you can't actually see what I'm showing. Oh well, it's fine. This is the original version. It's a little slower. You might hear those weird notes. I was trying ghost notes. I didn't do it well. But you know, so the first Dream song, right? I did put it at the end here. Because the chords are kind of similar. I also changed it from the acoustic bass thing. I changed it to finger bass. This has been the most tangential. Well, no, it's not true. We've done more tangents. Okay. Here, I'll read out the dialogue, and then I'll let people pick the choices as well. There's only like one if you pick a certain thing. Before you go on, I'd prefer if you kept your read on me to yourself, please. Afraid? It's okay to be afraid. But if you don't take all the small steps, how do you expect to move at all? Okay then, I'll keep it to myself. But won't not knowing what I think about you eat you more than knowing? That's weird. I didn't read these out yet, so a good way to check dialogue, read it out. Oh well. The woman swirls her glass around with slow, nonchalant movements. She then downs it in one go. I can tell what she's doing. The promo doesn't say who initiates the convo, just that it happens. She wants me to say something, and can't really force her to leave either. Okay, I'll say something. Make your choice. The gameplay is basically going to be all the trappings of RPG Maker, where it's like it's kind of clunky moving, and then like half visual novel, which this part is. Here, I'll let chat decide. Meanwhile, does Mixcraft have drinking sound command? I don't want to. I don't want to like put the mic next to me and go. Okay, we're split. Do nothing what drew here. There's a drink noise. Drink. Ow! That cream shake? Dried pasta pan? What's a dried pasta pan? There's an egg. There's a I could use that. There's some drinks that put an egg in it, right? Okay, I already used that. Oh, that's loud. That's loud. There's not just like a... Okay. Sometimes you go on freesound.org. Okay. Well, I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick pets because there's a reason do nothing is not a choice. You know what? No. What if I just stay quiet? Maybe she'll just leave. This isn't working. Rats. So there's a reason that's there. Picking that... Oops. Keep doing that. Oh, hello again. Picking that decreases herself. So there's a stat that grows depending on how bold you are and stuff, right? So pressing that one decreases her stat, which basically gets totaled for what ending you get, along with other stuff. So if you're not from around here, what did bring you here? Osato has a lot of cultural sites to see and landmarks to look at. What drew you into the den? Good question. I like watching people suffer. Don't get me wrong, Nana, holier than thou way. I myself can't suffer. I don't suffer. And that's the thing. I can't grow as a person. I'm going to be who I am until the sun goes down. I like it because I want people to overcome their suffering. I like to see people stronger than they were before. I have hope that everyone who takes the initiative to be better can eventually be better. Life is filled with imperfections, so why not strive to fill those gaps? Even when we'll still be imperfect in the end. And that's what drew me here. People cry all the time at bars. This is a nice bar. That's all there is to it. I want to hear about other people's experiences. I can only live in their shoes through their words. And again, I think you're an interesting case, even if you don't think it's true. I'm a sponge, you know? I'll carry their stories on. In a weird and twisted way, I think I get what she's saying. And I think it's a good thing she's after. Maybe I got her all wrong, but it still doesn't sit right with me. I think I understand. A lot of interesting people have been coming by because of the promotion, after all. They have all these hardships, some more apparent than others, and I'm just an observer to it all. Near. I guess I don't suffer either, at least when compared to them. You shouldn't say that about yourself, Brooke. It's not a good thing to minimize your struggles to others. If there's one thing I'll leave you, it's that your hardships are just as important as others, okay? Wait, how does she know my name? I don't have a name tag or anything. Before I can interject, she cracks open her wallet and smacks down a lot of cash. You must be thinking, how did I know your name? I didn't, honest. You don't protest it to be wrong. Like I said, I had to read. Though I didn't share it, I guess I'm right about myself. I tend to be anyway. Next time, maybe I'll just say what I want to say, though. You'll see. My name is... bit my tongue. My name is Zarin myself, and I hope next time I'm here, you'll be more comfortable around me. Because I will be back. And she's off. What the hell was all that about? What was her deal, huh? She did give some genuine food for thought, I suppose, but like, she makes my skin crawl too. I don't know how to really feel about her. But what I do know is I gotta keep my guard up high around her. I can't wait to go home and take a shower. That's that part. So, her thing So okay, you know, there's a little fantasy. She's immortal. that's that's her thing. That's the secret. That's the secret sauce. Okay, that's the spoil. You come in here, you learn spoilers. Her secret is she's immortal. She's just like, haha. Let me show this part. So, you know, I was working on portraits here. She has like a, she has the eye. She has the eye, the eye of infinity. Everyone knows what that means. That's science. It's game over. Everyone knows. There's gonna be more characters too. I want to have kind of a more like this is I could do with more diversity here. I think. So I will do that at one point. Yeah, kinda. So in one of the other dialogues, she also reveals she's a dentist right now. So I try to drop hints that she's like immortal. Like I'm a dentist for now. Maybe I'll be something else later. I can do it because I want to. That's basically her story, her character. And I think she's kind of an interesting. I guess she might be a little too heavy-handed in terms of like she has nothing to do with the nightmares, but she just kind of I don't know. She's just like that weird piece that I think is funny to add. That's my explanation. I did talk about these characters here. Boxer loses her eye later. The jailer's like, no. Happy-go-lucky, very peppy. Rushes a lot of things. Her problem is that she has like a potentially terminal illness, and she's not sure if she'll survive the treatment because it's such a rare like illness. Rowan, they're never seen apart. His deal is not as bad. I guess it's just like he's also kind of a loner. Well, yeah, he's kind of also a loner. Doesn't really go out of his way, but is often prodded along by this character. This is Gossica. She's like, yeah, I'm a goth, or am I? That's her thing. She's like, she's not too sure if she's just being like, what does it mean to be goth? There's so many different kinds of goths. Some people argue about what it means to be goth. Like, come on, man. I'm just trying to be myself. But sometimes it's hard to do that. That's her thing. I'm trying to make it so that each character kind of has like a effect on Brooke or like kind of echoes her in some way. This is gonna be the first character that you talk to that like visits the bar, and she's just like, oh, it's near my gym, so I like coming over here. Okay, but I think well, I put them in. Did I make a new character? So there's gonna be a lot of characters. I wanna tackle a lot of stuff. I'm gonna focus on these two. I'm thinking. I think one of her portraits should be like a happy one. Which direction? This lean head this way, kind of happy. Okay, let's play some music. Let's play some tunes. Okay, take it easy. I hope the sandwich sits well over the night. I hope the sandwich sits well. That was a lot of yapping and not a lot of drawing, so I'm gonna get the drawing. I also need to do more portraits for Brooke. She looks so... the Danganronpa stance makes me lose it. He's gonna, tilt the head a little. Some characters won't have like crazy things. She's gonna have more crazy ones later, but I think it's kind of neat to have Zarin not have like too many portraits. But that means I gotta make a lot of these. Biscoff? Oh. like to thank everyone for hearing me yap about this thing that, like, I don't know if it'll be playable, but, you know, it's fun. Really don't want to be here right I'm trying to think, what is her most... This is, like, pretty much, I really don't want to be here right now kind of thing. This one... This one also, where? This one? That one? Where'd it go? Ugh. Ever since I started, like, really working on this game, though, recently, I'm like, okay, I need to back up everything every time. I need to put it on Google. I need to put it on my hard drive. I need to inscribe it in my organs. You know? Who knows? My sister had a SSD failure recently, and now I'm like, oh man, what if that happens to me? Because SSDs are as dependable as, like, say, you know, insert any easy joke here. There's a lot of them I can think of right now that I don't want to say. I was unable to catch your stream recently, but is it also a horror game, by the way? The car game? She looks like a U2's. Fuck it. So actually, the reason why I'm skipping this character is this is one of the few characters that show up with two people. So I'm trying to think, how am I going to kind of make them fit and do stuff? I don't know if sometimes it should, like, cut to just one or always have both on the screen. Road 96. Political adventure thing? Kind of like, is it like the broadcasting game, kind of? But maybe, okay, now it's a little different. So it's the broadcasting game plus Death Road to Canada. Final answer. No, that's like easily dismissing the game, kind of, I feel. But yeah. Did you beat it? Oh. I should add a bot that tells me when ads play. That'd be nice. I'm just fucking around. Okay, I was basically saying, like, oh, so it's Death Road to Canada plus the broadcasting game you played. Looks kind of pissed. Hold on, how do I fix it? But I was like, no, that's like, it's not good to shorthand a game like that, especially when it's wrong, so wrong. I was basically asking, did you finish it? Because I think you streamed it twice. Ooh. Okay, so 2 mouths here. So here's the Kevin technique for making a mouth. You put the dark. This is gonna be kind of grinning. Oh, did I let the song finish? I think I did. The other song. I'm curious. Have you kept track of like how many games you've beaten, like this year? Because like, I feel like you've gone through quite a bit of games. So I wouldn't be surprised if it would be like kind of a high number. I think I've beaten 13. Last I checked my own document thing. Grins are kind of hard, folks. I shouldn't have done it so close. Oh, dang. I don't play a lot of games that, like, have an ending or, like, I can beat easily. It's like, I could at least say that I have played about 80 games total this year so far. I might round it up to 90 depending if I keep doing check it out. That's very anime looking. I'm gonna put a little slice of blue in there. Maybe a little yellow too. So green. We're going with green. Don't tell anyone. He eats toothpaste. Hold on, it looks wrong. Oh, also, you know what I need to do? I need to make a portrait of her, like Brooke, like not being able to do a real smile. Like that's one of the big things about the game. She goes to a mirror and like her smile's like, "I'm happy. This is very skibbity," you know. Yeah, but I'd like to beat some games, you know. I'm happy to say after the the stream, you popped into it too. Of the what? World of Horror. Like I'm on my road to getting all the achievos and that. Though there's definitely some that like, oh, that's a pain. That's gonna be. Okay. Put a little bit of this here. You know, closed eye. Let me move this up because this is also supposed to be kind of like, oops. Slam these together. Okay. I got a interesting question. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. I know what I'm gonna do. She doesn't order a drink because she can't. That's supposed to be a hint. Like, no, I can't. I like to go to bars. Then he's like, I'll have a, I don't know what people order, stout. Yeah, I don't think World of Horror has like controller support. I've never tried on a Steam Deck or anything. My sister has one, so it's like I can try. But what? The thing I did was I have a Steam Link because we have like a long time ago we had an Apple TV thing. And I was like, oh, it still works. No, she okay. I went over the characters. Maybe there's an ad. She's frequently going to the hospital because she has an unknown terminal illness. So, she's got this cheery disposition, but she wants to kind of rush things because she doesn't know if she's gonna make it. And then here's the kicker. She has a wig that looks like her old haircut. Like, she takes it off and her hair is like all frayed. It's really sad. It's supposed to be sad. Hello, I'm Jill. Hello. But she does get carded. I think that will be a funny thing. She gets carded because she like look how short she is. I don't really know the heights. Like, I don't know, I guess she's Germa height. Like 4'7". Hello, MGL. I work on game. I go, haha, I work on game. I'm having time. I'm so appreciative of everyone who pops by and is like, oh, let me hear about what the fuck. What the fuck? Anyway, what was I saying though? World of Horror was terrible to play on Steam Link, but I beat the game twice doing that. So, like, you would have to do this to play. This is your cursor, and then, you press this to click a thing. And sometimes you get this to work, but not really. You get the analog stick. Oh, also MGO. I'm kind of leaving it up to, like, it's gonna be not a real disease, so then I can kind of have these. I don't have to be so descriptive about, like, her symptoms. MGL, this is mine, by the way. It's not white, but it's like a little off-white. It's not like yellow though. Okay, it's yellowish because of my light up there. I just thought I would mention this. What is something that is not white at all? Aged. I don't really have a thing like that. Yeah, it's not that yellowed. Hold on, wait, my shirt is pretty white. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, World of Horror was initially announced through Nintendo. If you can recall that. It was announced on a Direct, I think. Yeah, I think the more vague I am about like what her illness is, the more I could just kind of be like, okay, yeah, the treat. If you get the good ending, the treatment was enough. It was a success. Doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I think the more I step away from an actual disease, the more I can kind of play this character how I want to. But I think that the fact that she doesn't drink is supposed to be kind of like one of those. You pay attention, it's like, oh, okay, that's why she doesn't, because she's on meds all the time to kind of even go outside. Is my idea. me just put like a little. Do I put eyelashes? A little, like a little. Tell anyone? A little. You know what? I could also show here. I wasn't fully set on these ages, but these are the. Well, don't look. This is secrets. She is 25, so she's actually older than Brooke. She's 23. Rowan's also younger, so she's older than most of them. How old is Zarian? 29. I should put. You don't friggin' know. See, this is the dad I was talking about, Richter. Richter. I think Richter is a cool name. Why not? So I'm also, I'm blending a lot of kind of different names around here. Some have like kind of Japanese sounding names and others don't. And I think that's going to be like kind of I don't think that's going to mean too much, but it's kind of just supposed to mean. In one way, it means like there's a lot of cultures and like, people at different steps that also have like suffering thingies, and then I think it kind of paints for an interesting world setting where you have all these people from different steps, and then like the economy's not doing so great, and then like there could be tension. I don't know if I'm gonna tackle that. It might be too much out of my might be adding too much. I think that might be for like a later idea. My later idea is a little different, but also kind of uses this character. Like if there's one character I think MGO can identify, it's this character, because like I drew her so much back then. This is her. And she gets her eye stabbed out, and then you go to Magic Dreamland and you fight things. That's the plot of the other thing. Man, look at how old this art is. Look at that. That's old. That's old. My main goal is to avoid being just an ideas guy. I wanna finally have something. It's like, okay, look, I've put all my ideas into something. I don't want to be like a certain CEO who's a super ideas guy. Let me have a drink. Let's make it a little harsher here. Little. Let me give you a little yellow tea. I don't want it to be pure white. I've been thinking, here's one of my biggest concerns about this game. The pacing, I think, is going to be a killer for a lot of people. Because I kind of want it to be this slow game. I want it to be like, you're really having to experience these other people's lives and then also deal with Brooke's things. And I guess a game that came out recently that really made me think, oh man, I can't match up with that. Not that I'm competing, but like, game really just like put everything on the table, and it was like, boom, this is the characters, this is why you should feel bad. This is how everything kind of loops together. It's a recent game. I want to see if anyone can guess from off the bat what I'm saying here. Like I'm not gonna say the game, but like it's a game. It's also a bit of a spooky game, but not like a especially horror game. Very popular right now. Really knocked it out of the park. I didn't play it, but I would even say it. I think it deserves like Game of the Year. That's right, Balatro. No. Mouthwash. You got it. I think that game deserves all its praise and then some. I haven't played it, but you know, watching it, I was like really invested, and you see all these characters have like the fallout after this one character is like massive fuck up, and then it's kind of like everyone's written really great, you know, and all that. And I'm thinking here, it's like that game delivered a story that sticks with people in 2 hours. Can I make something that people have to sit through for at least like 7 to maybe start feeling something? That's like my big concern with this. And in part, I have the thought of I want to make this for myself. You know, making a game, you often do it to process your own kind of like maybe insecurities or feelings on something. And then also, I lost my thread. What was I saying? But I do want to like, you know, make sure people can also appreciate what I'm trying to like tell with my story. And I think a lot of people are going to not want to engage because it's not going to be the most time accessible and the most like quick to it, I think. Like that? Is this for you? Is this? But yeah, I don't know. Is it a little weird to say like I think one of the best games of this? It came out this year, right? I basically want to say, yeah, you know, I didn't play it, but I think it deserves like a spot somewhere. But yeah, the more I work on this game, the more I just have to process that feeling. It's a thing that the only person who can like who it affects is me. I cheated. I can't do the anime eye technique. I gotta cheat it. Okay, he is gonna do like a little like this. But not like a esports team, and not like a Saturday morning show. It's like a not Kevin James, just you know, his own. Something I have to pay attention to when I make these is I can't have these. I have to go remove them because otherwise you'll see it. Because I basically have to put them onto. Let's open up Zarin's model. I have to put it on blue, and then make sure there's no like everything has to be jagged. or else you'll see it. I'm in a perfect process. I think the mood I want to go for is like slightly incredulous. Hey! Oh, what's going on, guys? Me rowing. You know, like a boat and row. Yeah, me rowing. Okay. I'm not adding big head mode. Or anyone thinks, Speed, you know, you should put that in the game. I don't think I'm gonna put it in the game. Why the long face? Okay. This is a hard pose to do on drawing. Because some people argue no one puts their hand in. Some, you know, people do like this. I put my hand in. Some people do this. I remember seeing one of those. This is why I never like those don't guides. Some people do this. Some people like to feel their boobs. I like to put my hand here and keep it warm for the winter. Like a squirrel. So some people stand around like this. So, you know, I don't know. I'm always always consider me a guy who's like, you know, there's never right or wrong when it comes to. Oops. Hold on. There's a wrong here though. I also might need a oops. I need to lift his arms up a little, like his shoulders rather. Resident Evil valve noise. Yeah, and he's kind of a reclusive guy. You know, Pet. I don't know if anyone says this about you, but you're sharper than you're the sharper than you're a sharp person. I couldn't think of an analogy. Moon Remix RPG? Hold on, you guys are gonna see something I didn't do. I have to reference myself. Putting this here. We're gonna put one hand out. One hand out. So Speed, how do you do this? I just make the shape. Hope it looks good. So it's gonna. We don't keep our tools in the shed. We keep them in the garage. I was like, I don't want to go with that. I wanted to make my own comparison. I guess was more the point. Okay. You know what I should do? Let's actually do this with a different color and then turn it back to. I said garage instead of garage, with respect, by the way. I hope that was understood. Cross-armed shit sucks. I hate doing it, though. One of the hands is going. He's holding a. He's got a baby furnace. We're going like this kind of action. Okay, so it's gotta kind of. When the VTuber crosses arms. Stop it. We gotta erase these arms now. The art, no. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't. I don't intend on playing it right now, or getting it. But it seems fun, right? I know Ice Climber Kirby and Carl's Discord got it or something. I don't know how I don't know if anyone's made anything with it yet. Like, I don't know how easy it is to share stuff. But you know, I am a RPG Maker fan, so I can't really think of a program that I played with that I was not really gelling with. We were originally gonna do this in RPG Maker 2005, but then like the only reason I didn't is just because it's kind of you're a little the sprites leave a little to be desired, and I kind of wanted like the size. I wanted them to be a certain size. Okay, we got the Brown Town, the downtown Brown Town. You know, Grove. Oops. We'll buff out those scratches later. In fact, I could probably just leave the blue because we're gonna use the blue later. You know, for the clues. What time is it right now? The UK. I'm always bad at translating the time. Hold on, I got this. I saved it on world clock. Oh, okay, it's almost 1. It's 1 a.m. I think. I should start getting really loud. Or like get the jackhammer. There's something on my mouse. I need to clean this mouse, dude. It's kind of dirty. Why do we leave our dead skin on like controllers and stuff so often? Why can't we just keep it to ourselves? I want to meet a person who like their skin falls off, and then they like try to keep it and make a ball out of it. You know, like, hey man, you gonna eat that or something? I don't know. They put it. They scrape the skin off the mouse and shape like into a ball, and then they keep it in their closet. And when guests come over, they don't tell them. They don't tell them that they have this ball of flesh in their closet, but it's there and it's always watching. I'm not doing that, but just to kind of put people at ease. I'm not doing that. The Animal Crossing 64. I keep my dead skin in a ball. Duh. So, what do you want? Duh. What arm should go over this one? Okay. This one. Sometimes don't tell people. I'm so tempted to just like get a picture of someone doing this and then just do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I was telling Bright this a long time ago. If I could just do it, I would take a picture of myself doing poses and then like just draw over it. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're like sourcing it correctly, and most of the time I think sourcing it correctly is yourself. The boys, no, but I know like snippets about it. Doesn't he like also shoot like the guy in the Donkadonk? Is that the same episode? Like, I don't know. The boys, like, I get, you know, allows people to do their own thing. but also still be somewhat invested in what I'm doing. That's why I get so tired too during those streams. Because I read everything. My voice just sounds like this. We should make balls out of our skin. Oh, I want to fuck around real quick. Okay. Back to drawing. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I used the full camera. No one needs to know everything about everyone. Music a little loud, actually. It kind of has been. Didn't occur to me. I was just kind of grooving with it. I'm trying to think what game really exhausted me. It's probably and you know, I don't like saying this kind of stuff, but it wasn't a very viewed stream. It was when I played Parrot Emheru for Halloween, and boy, I shot my voice because it was like 3 hours of straight dialogue and I didn't take a break. Could be. I also realized normally I keep my audio. Here, you can look. I keep it at like 40, 30, 44, 30. It was at 60. Of my ethically, yes. Bum 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 bum. I use this song a lot. I did like another idea for an RPG Maker game. My other RPG Maker game, you know, you compare it to now, it's like, dang, I feel like I don't really give myself a lot of credit in improving myself. I think if you compare what I did like a couple of years ago on RPG Maker to now, it's like, okay, this guy eats cereal for breakfast. Okay, you know, it is late over there. It is, yeah, it is 1, so I'm gonna stream for a bit longer. Stay tuned if you'd like. But thanks so much for joining me and like, kind of asking me about all this stuff. It makes me feel more like, okay, this is something I can feasibly try to do. But I don't know, it's still gonna take a bit. I feel like, so between a lot of people I know online, I've known MGL for quite a bit. MGL's kind of seen me go through a lot of projects and not finish them. So that's why, you know, I hope I do finish this one. Ignore these hands, okay? It's kind of freaking me out. Yeah, so it's like we got a sense of support for that. It's like, you know, not easy. Also, people in that group too. I know there's like, it's such a hard thing doing like a passion project. For other people, how do you feel about like sharing progress? Do you like to do it, or do you rather like to hold on to it until it's like you're satisfied where it's at and stuff? I think I like it when people talk about like something I made. Like, so I try to share whenever I can. But I also don't. I'm both sides of that coin. Sometimes I'll only share progress with a certain group. I was gonna ask, I don't like asking. It's like, oh, how's your thing going? Because like, it could bum people out. It's like, I didn't get anywhere with it. But yeah, I was gonna ask about like, what else you've been doing with Godot, since I know you've been taking those lessons. It's certainly one of the hard things. When you learn something, you want to put into practice, but sometimes it's like, oh, what if, what about, you know, what? Okay, I'm gonna merge these now. Okay, you know what will help if I need to hide this because I'm distracted. There we go. Hide his penis. Yeah. Sorry. Gamer. It's like you've learned the foundation, but it's like, you know, hey, I've learned the foundation. Oh, cool. Like, a little hard to put it on a pedestal. So you're like, okay, I don't really have anything yet. That feeling. What's happening? This one. What am I doing? Is it not selected? Okay. A lot of Sims music. I didn't mean. I need to expand my playlist. But like, I really need to put more niche titles on because like I've been getting hit for like some basic stuff. Huh. And I don't really want people to just have to listen to like music I've made like for all streams too. So the more niche, the better. In fact, you know what I've added? Actually, I didn't put it in here, but I can do that real quick. First off, let me delete some of the songs I put in. These are not relaxing songs. I can put Michigan Report from Hell music in here. Something I've been thinking about recently is like we've been doing a lot of Mario Paint, right? I wonder if it makes seem like for people who just pop in, like I don't know if. Hold on, let me phrase this. It's hard to say I have a distinct style when I feel like I do so many different mediums now. And it's like I don't know, like. Look at this, and then look at this. Who's what? I don't get it. I remember there is something that stuck with me, and I think this isn't like a you said a bad thing, but I think at one point you said I have a distinct gradient approach to shading. MGL. I think about that. Yeah, I like pulling out the gradient tool and doing oobity scoobity. That doesn't really apply to like Mario Paint, right? So it's hmm. It was either that or I'm just on Discord. Just on Discord. Just on Discord. Discord. Just on Discord. On Discord. There it goes. Just on Discord. Just on Discord. Just on Discord. They call me the shitter. They call me the big shitter. I like to dither. When I do pixel art, I miss it. You got a lot of names telling me what to do, but fucking wild out of style with a no man's crew. See it burn. We better present because it was good. We're better off tearing off with their heads. I'm out of sync. I don't be much. The world is such. See, so you know, this is a I don't think a lot of people think about it. This is like one of the toughest poses you can draw. I think, like a casual, like one of the toughest casual poses to draw, because there's so many things that could look wrong about it, and right now I'm kind of struggling with like, okay, that looks kind of wrong. Like the arm length is always the challenge. I think I should also give Lydia a sprite, like a different pose, so then I could at least vary it that way. These poses were the first things that came to mind when it's like I don't want them to like overstep each other's like position, so that's one of the big things I'm trying to avoid. I don't want them to overlap. But yeah, I did share today all of the interactions you can do with the Zarian on that day. That is actually my intent of that dialogue. Is that supposed to be day 2? So you've already experienced one dream. So it kind of plays a little red herring where it's like, is she behind it? She's very creepy, and she came after the dreams happened. But no, she's just kind of a character there to laugh at you. And then another secret I'm going to do, I'm gonna lift up his shoulders a little, because when you do this, it goes up. So I think it will add to the realism if I scooch him up a little. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Baby Shark. This is just this is a simple matter of I want the shoulders higher, but I don't want anything else higher. And then I'll pretty it up in post. Malone. Hold on. I'm thinking about, does that pan out like the collar? I feel like I should just make it look a little frazzled. You're not frazzled, distressed? Little fungal bungle? Little sloobadoo, perhaps? I don't know if this is an easy song to play. I think it is easier than like the other song. I can't play it. We're gonna keep going crazy. All right, thanks for dropping by. You know, feel free to leak the purple line. your highest bidder. I'm gonna make Jailer lose money. I'm not adding the purple line. A lot of people put a lot of thought into why the characters look the way they do. I try to, but I feel like I don't really think about it either. Like why I do certain things. Like why does he have these? I don't know. I think maybe it kind of feels like fangs a little. Supposed to make him look a little threatening. I did think about Brooke a lot though. Like I want her to kind of have a bit of an androgynous vibe. I want her hair to kind of represent curtains. That's why her bangs are like that. You know, you're gonna hide something, you put the curtains up, right? Yeah, put the curtains up, baby. Put the curtains up, baby. What the hell am I doing? I think what I'm doing is I'm saying to myself, "Hey, Speed, you should stop soon." The what else is supposed to sell him looking a little, you know, rough around the corners is the cut on the eyebrow. But his thing, he used to be a delinquent, you know. keeps to himself. He doesn't really feels like he doesn't want to step on too many toes anymore. He wants to be a chef. You know why the chef? You guys heard of a thing called Moe Gap? That's right. That's what I'm trying for. Moe Gap, baby. It's never failed. Everyone loves Moe Gap. Write it down. Moe Gap, good idea. That's the book Kevin says it. Moe Gap. Guess what? Moe Gap. What's Moe Gap? You keep saying the word, Speed. I don't know if you know what it means, Speed. You know, you got a character that looks all tough and stuff, and then they do like what is considered not tough by modern standards. You know, like knitting, like kanji in Persona 4. Gap Moe. That's what I'm about. I'm cheating, making the eyebrows look more different than they are. Not oh, you know, even the eyebrows, really. Kind of fuck with them a little. That's not a Animal Crossing 64 thing. I wonder if people fuck eyebrows. No, that's not. Speed, that looks good. Let's call it. Let's go over what we've done. I drew 2 portraits. Or I edited 2 portraits. I haven't drawn a new one yet. Comes a little later. I think my idea is when I do portraits on stream, I want to do one that looks you can tell what the character is all about by how they stand and what they do. Maybe I think what I'll do with Lydia later is instead of standing like this, she'll kind of put her arms out like this. Maybe. No, okay, I can't do that because it'll intercept Rowan. That's gonna be a tough one. I think like this one particularly. Okay, yeah, she's kind of mysterious. What do we do to this? Get rid of the line. I think I want to put more dark colors on this. I think I killed it with this. Like, I can do this on stream, but I showed my process. It's pretty straightforward. I just shapes. I didn't finish that, but you don't see it. So basically, kind of do it out. Let's see, kind of like that, and then it looks different the more I post process it. Obviously, I also moved it a bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I was like, I wasn't sure if I could do drink images. Like, okay, I can, but I will add some, like, down the line. I will add like a bit of this action. Make it look a little bit more like it belongs in the game, because I think it kind of. I don't want to toot my own horn. I think I did too well. I said I was gonna wrap up, but now that I'm quiet, I could at least add a little extra stuff here. Basically, tooting my own horn, I'm surprised I could do something that looks like this in .NET. Kind of makes me feel like, oh, I still got it. There's one thing I would add. I would lift this up and then put like okay, let me show. So you know how a glass is like the bottom isn't like all the way, so like there's a little bit of a gap. The hardest thing about this was the ice cube, actually, I would say. I basically took like I made a shape that kind of was the basic cube, and then I cut it out a bit. And then my favorite part about it is I don't know if it shows up on stream. I added like green to one side. That's cool. Why did I put green? I felt like it. Like there's no. I'm really bad at like picking things off of reason, but I mean art is. Yada yada yada. A lot of layers to art. I think that looks better. Compare it to quick comparison. I think lifting up makes it look more real. Now, you know, I don't know if this is right, like the circumference of the liquid. I don't think it really matters. What matters is like, we do need to do one last thing. Right, call it. I need to lift up the lime. It doesn't match up with the corner anymore. There we go. Okay. Folks, thanks for joining me. Again, progress on this game will be very mixed. It's a mood thing. And again, we labeled it RPG Maker. I didn't really do a lot in RPG Maker. At least this time I didn't. I basically fixed a couple of things. In terms of like the pacing. That was really it. Next time we stream this, I don't think we're streaming next week for it. But I will try to have another like dialogue out. And it'll regard both those characters. So I think that my idea is that's night 1, conversation 2. I think maybe I should save it to like 4 conversations at a bar. I don't know. I gotta think about that. How you do with the characters in the dialogue determines your ending. I've said that before, but let me just show it real quick in the code. Let's see. Self 1. Higher the self, the better. You drop yourself if you don't take broad strokes, or you don't like try to learn about the other people, stuff like that. Okay. So tomorrow I gotta stream with Bright. Okay, let me phrase that. It sounds like I have an obligation. No, I meant it like I have a stream with Bright. And then the weekend, I don't think I'm doing nothing. No weekend plans. Maybe we'll do maybe Monday we'll try another Tomodachi one and do it a little earlier. I don't know. Weekends have been kind of weird. And then next week I might kind of go full horse again for like just that week, like maybe 4 streams that week. Plus Bright 5. I don't know. It's like I kind of want to do more Mario Paint. And then I do want to do a check it out. And then I think TFP may or may not be back. Streaming situating. Then Wednesday Wobble Dogs. So we might have a 5 stream week, but could be anything really. Alright, let's call it here. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.